To ungroup a Clipart image to reveal the independent components that make it up, we right-click on the image, choose Group, then drop down to select Ungroup. A pop-up window will appear asking us if we'd like to convert the image to a drawing object. We do, so let's select Yes. The image has now been converted to a drawing object that can be modified. The next steps are exactly the same as the ones just completed. This time, however, instead of converting the image into a drawing object, it actually ungroups and reveals all of the independent objects comprising the image. So we'll right-click on the image again, choose Group, and drop down to Ungroup and select. Now the image is ungrouped into its independent objects. Each one of these framed images with handles is an independent object. Notice how many objects make up this one image. Currently, every object is selected. We are only going to work with one object at a time, so we don't want all of them selected. To deselect the objects, click somewhere outside of the image on the slide. The first thing we'll do is remove the sky and skyline from the Clipart image. To remove the sky, we'll click on it to select it and then press the Delete key. I will follow the same steps to remove the skyline by selecting it and deleting it. Next, we'd like to change the color of the man's clothing. Let's start with the vest. We'll select the vest by clicking on it. Then we'll go up to the PowerPoint ribbon and select the Format tab. From here, we can change the color by selecting Shape Fill and clicking on the color we'd like to use. In this case, we'll choose Aqua, Accent 5, Darker 25%. Now we'd like to change the color of the pants to match. We'll click on the pants to select. Once again, go to Shape Fill and choose Aqua, Accent 5, Darker 25%. Notice, though, that when the pants were selected, the belt loops were not included. They're still gray. That's because each belt loop is an independent object of the image. So we'll select each belt loop and change to our color. The last thing we need to do is regroup all of the objects back into a single image. To select all of the objects that make up the image, we'll click somewhere outside the objects on the left, drag our mouse toward the lower right-hand side of the slide and release, making sure we've selected all of the objects for the image, and then release. Notice that all of the objects are selected. Right-click on any object, select Group, and then choose Regroup.